Hey guys, how's it going? So another week, another mobile suit, and this week we have the RX-93 FF Nu Gundam. The FNU, that's what I'm going with. We got the Fazabi, now we got the FNU. Yeah, actually I have no clue what you could do with the name there, but hey, give me your best one in the comments down below, because that's what I got, that's what I'm sticking with. We got the FNU. Other than that though, is it good? Yeah, we'll get to it though. I am going to cover the actual patch notes for the PC version, and good news, we've got the numbers and everything, so we already know what happened with a lot of the buffs and nerfs. Overall, though, I can speak from hindsight, which is always nice, and we'll go over, not the specific percentages. I've already got videos kind of covering those, if you want to go back and look through those. Normally, they will have the buffs and nerfs in the title of the video. But other than that, the overall just consensus after the buffs, we'll go through those. Other than that, let's see. We got the full pre-event. So I called it pre-event, Tinfoil Hat, FNU. Here we go. We've got it, So let's go ahead and start here. I'll try to make this as quick as possible because since it was an update patch, it's pretty big on the PC side. So what does it do? It has a cannon funnel, essentially, that you can then use as a funnel. It stuns pretty quick, just like the, or it fires pretty quick, and it actually stuns, unlike the Fazabi. And it doesn't really do any mega funnel shenanigans, which I was kind of disappointed to see. Overall, its beam rifle pretty strong there, as you can tell. And while it got showed off really cool in the presentation video of it, as you saw there, that heavy attack looks ridiculous and is kind of ridiculous to even use. You do like this little wee attack. Wee! You do that little spin. Like, let's go back and watch that again. Here we go. Wee! It's actually really bad. I mean, I'm curious if the hitbox feels good. Let me know in the comments down below. So far, I haven't seen it used too many times effectively. They don't really show the follow funnel, but you got the beam and the shield, you got the main beam rifle, you got the beam rifle as the funnel itself, you've got it as a shoulder cannon, unless that equals the shoulder cannon. I'm pretty sure it actually fires it over the shoulder, though, and then you can actually have it go off and pew pew pew. If it is just on the arm, I'll pull it up here. We've definitely got screenshots. Sadly, I did not get those quick enough, but I'm only doing one take here, so let's go ahead and just go with that. Okay, so here's what we got. We have the main beam rifle, which you can get the bazooka, which I'll talk about that here in a second. The main thing is you can fire the bazooka while boosting is its big gimmick. Other than that, you just have the new beam rifle. So, really good weapon anyway. So if you want to just stick with that, cool. Vulcans, still the Vulcans. You got the shield beam that we just talked about. You got the follow funnel. You have the missiles on the, here, let me go over to that one. Okay, so that is just an arm beam. So it's not a shoulder fire. It is the arm beam for the funnel. You can use it as its own charge shot. No, 2-second cooldown time, just a normal shot. Sorry. Could have swore I saw some charging there. Oh, wait, actually. Okay, this is probably the rapid. Okay, this is the rapid one. Cooldown time, 1 second. Focus fire, 5.5. So the other one was actually the funnel going out and doing funnel things. This is the launch version. 28%, 1,000 damage each. Not too bad. Overall stats, 22,000 health, 22, 22, 34, 35, 35. Very balanced for a raid for sure. Definitely can do a lot of range damage with this one. 135 speed as well as 225 top speed. 80 thruster, big thrusters here on this one. And am I reading that right? 81 turn speed. That is actually quite insane. Then we have the shield, which has 6,000 health. Always nice there. Other than that, you have the missiles coming off, which can get a nice stun buildup. So you have good range combos. You can throw out good range damage. Essentially, you can bully a support, kind of like the Sanaju Stein is what I would very much compare this to. The one downside being is that it doesn't have like heavy stuns that you can quickly take advantage of to fight generals. Now, you can build up stun really quickly, and it is pretty much a new Gundam in most ways. Saikamu weapon buffer. When the Saikamu weapon isn't attached, or isn't selected rather, reduced HP, so that it's pretty much when it gets hit there on that part. That's what that is. Psycho Frame Resonance. Then we have the counter program and the counter boost, which is a big thing that, you know, you actually get a extra benefit. Your mobile suit attack and defense power will increase temporarily after performing a counter attack, which is pretty huge. Other than that, we have Maneuver Armor 3, Force Injector 3. Do we have Dodge Roll, Assault Booster 3, Melee Combo 1, Evasion 3, there it is. And we have the Heavy Attack, of course, which looks silly, and Shield Stance Mastery, that's the main thing I was looking for. Of course, Anti-Blast and stuff like that. So the suit is good. It is good. Hands down, it is good. But, you know, is it Banshee good or Sinanju Stein good? I would probably say it is definitely up there. It is definitely top tier. They're nailing it with the consistency of raids, I think, as 4 stars. And yeah, if you don't have a good raid, here you go. If you already have something that you really like a Banshee, a Sinanju Stein. I try to say Sinanju and Banshee at the same time. But if you have a Banshee or a Sinanju Stein, and you are very satisfied with those, and you want to save some tokens for the anniversary, might not be a bad idea. But if you are a raid main, this is definitely another good raid at 700 to have. Other than that, that's pretty much my thoughts on it. They added the RS Charger level 2, and Jigen level 4, and Gyaradoga level 4. That's kind of yikes, because that's lottery things. What is this? Is this the... Okay, this is the full rest of the patch notes. We'll come back to that. Pre-event, you get a free box every day. Go get your boxes all the way up until the actual event. So that's kind of cool. Then we have the actual, like, cosmetics added, which is pretty nice. I think, did we get these for free? I can't remember if we got these for free. Or, oh no, you can, limited missions, that's what they are. So there's the cosmetics for the limited missions. Let's just go ahead and go to this. The bazooka, it can fire while boosting. That's the main gimmick there. Again, I don't know why we can't just use the bazooka on the new. I'm pretty sure it has enough weapon slots on both news. Just saying. You know, they gotta make that extra money somehow, though, right? Then we have the... Wait, anything else here? Okay, more event stuff. Oh! They gave out the Dija and the Rigazi, which is kind of nice, kind of terrifying for supports. Rigazi's still pretty solid. That heavy attack hurts really bad. And they have the statue that you can go look at. Other than that, going into the rest of it, at the start, which at this point is already up, for the premium bonus, the Welding suit is the Dagdoll. After the buffs, the Dagdoll is an insane DPS dealer. You can burst down a lot of things and do crazy amounts of damage. Really good suit. Let's see if we can bring this up and we'll see the rest of them. Then we have the Silver Bullet. Really good suit as well. And the Hyzak Cannon. As much as I don't really care for it, it does clap. I've been clapping with it on the PC, even though for some reason I hit everything else with its cannon. Any little tiny thing on Supply Depot. I can't stand light posts, man. What is with the light post? But anyway, going back, we have the Rick Dom Stutzer level 2 added to the Recycle Ticket Shop. Sadly, I pretty much mostly use the level 1. I think it kind of starts falling off at level 2, at which point the Gelgu Stutzer is amazing. Can recommend. Then we have the DP store, the Jetta level 1 and 2, Zeta plus C1 level 3. And the GM ground type weapons rack is the new clan match suit, and it's just a general. Kind of interesting that a general is getting that weapon. I'm just saying, that could hurt. It could hurt. It is only 250 cost, so raid life is going to become a pain once those start getting into circulation. Other than that, that's pretty much it for the PlayStation. So let me know in the comments down below if that's all you're here for, and you know, all that usual spiel. But yeah, that's going to be this section. Again, thanks for watching up to now, but let's go ahead and get into the PC stuff. So if you're on PC, this is the 10 consecutive spin thing times 8 guaranteed. They're doing this maximum 50 free supply drops, so this should be once a week kind of deal. And then from there was some bug fixes, which, funny enough, I think these are the same bug fixes that we got so they're not like PC specific. But hey, maybe there is some new ones here. Let me know if there is something here that was definitely fixed that was broken on PC. But I am going to skip over those. DP store stuff. So we're just going to go bottom to top since the buffs and nerfs are at the top of it. DP store, Rigazi Kai level 1 and 2 was added. The Gyaradoga heavy arms, which at this point probably nobody can buy any of these, which kind of sucks. And then the Hamrabi level 3 has been added as well. Hopefully being 2 stars, you can actually buy these at a relatively low rank, but probably not. Also, they lowered the rank, or they at least lowered the DP requirement for the Zeta HML, the Mark V, and the Toast Rider. Yeah, at still, if the rank was lowered, that's cool. It says Major General, so oops. Unless I'm Colonel have been changed in to Major General, which is still pretty up there. That's like 3 above Master Sergeant, which, yeah, good luck. That's quite a bit. I'm just now getting to Master Sergeant. Again, I didn't get to No Life as much as I wanted to, so I'm probably going on your semi-hardcore kind of hours, and I'm just hitting Master Sergeant. So yeah, I can only assume the pain of a casual right now. Ewak Jigen level 1 has been added to the ticket shop. And then we have the monthly welding suits. First being the Stark Jigen, second section being the GM3 powered, and it might be a bit too early for people to start getting the third one essentially for free. But if you get enough recycle tickets and you're doing enough of your games and you're playing through stuff and getting your missions done, there is a chance you get the third one for free. It's not completely guaranteed because you have to get enough tokens and you have to get enough recycle tickets. But if you're doing spins here and there, sometimes you can get the third one for free. Now, the only time I would ever recommend doing spins just to get the third suit, just to get that recycle ticket bump, or getting your, mainly if you get your supply crates too. But again, that is a pretty big ask when it comes to just getting, having just extra stuff. I don't know. It's a little weird. I wish they would make it a little easier to get the third one of the month free. But hey, I've been complaining about that for years now. Well, since they started the premium stuff. And then we got the Hangar Event. So if you actually get a dupe right now, which is pretty awesome for PC. Now on PlayStation, we're just kind of like meh most of the time when it comes to this. But you can actually get 3 times your duplicate suit value if you get a duplicate suit. And there is a 3 times grade success rate. Now, this is only from the whatever the base is, and not whatever your bonus for playing like 1,000 games in a suit. And yes, it goes up to like 1,000 games. I think I've got one suit that has the max bonus. But yeah, on PlayStation, not PC. Definitely not PC. I'd be well above Master Sergeant if I had 1,000 games on PC. Then here's the suit stuff, and then we got the Sisquiede. If you've heard me talk about it in anything, I might have even talked about it last week. Sisquiede is actually cracked for a support. I am definitely going to put a handful of spins on this, but again, I am saving because I know what is coming in the next so many months. I think we're like a month and a half, 2 months ahead, something like that. Maybe a little more than that on PlayStation. So I'm not going to go ahead and kill all my tokens on this, but this suit is pretty cracked. Can recommend going for it if you are a support main. It's got a really cool skill, essentially allowing you to get level 3 melee priority and consistently pretty much level 2 and make you a general. It's actually a really cool suit with how its skill works. Right here, actually, I think they have all of it. A full recovery of all parts, attack, defense, and mobility has been added, as well as flight 3. Melee priority is boosted to level 3 as well. And I believe you get a dodge roll in this. I could be wrong on that, but I'm pretty sure you get a dodge roll actually with that suit. Maybe you get one with the level 1 version of it, but yeah, you pretty much 30% or more active offense phase 1, flight program 2, you get attack and mobility boost, and melee priority goes up to level 2, reduces reaction when hit by a ranged attack. Okay, so yeah, I think that's offense system essentially at that point. But yeah, this thing's actually pretty cracked. You get a pretty aggressive support that we kind of need. Now, this banner right here, almost worth it, except you've got some traps. The first one is kind of a trap. because it's an overtune defensive part. But they are pretty solid. They definitely can work really well. They're not bad. Overtune range barely gets used on like 3 or 4 suits that are like 600 cost and above. Sadly, the overtune range, a little too many part slots for actual benefit, but some suits can take advantage of this. Main things like Super Gundam level 4 and such. Melee level overtuning level 1, also something that which I don't have it on the PlayStation, but it's also another one that doesn't get used as much. But unlike the range stuff, it's actually kind of more part efficient, so you could actually get some use out of this. Now, what these do is they actually go above the 100 limit. So if you're not hitting the 100 limit, and they pretty much take the same part slots, especially the ranged one, then there's no reason to use the part in the first place. Now, sometimes you can get a little bit more damage, like 1 or 2% this way, but these actually go over the 100% damage cap that's in the game. Then we have the Overtune Booster, which is really good on things like the Pixie and stuff like that that are going to push higher levels. Now, obviously, we just got a Pixie buff on PC recently. I still think the Pixie needs a lot of help, just saying. But yeah, this one is kind of meh. I would say this one's almost better than these, really, because of the use cases of these two. Not too often, and same with this. And then finally, the winner one here, which again means you have to go all 3 steps, burning a lot of tokens. Really is the educational computer, which actually saves you a couple of part slots because of how much defense to offense you actually get out of one piece. So it's not bad. Psycho Frame, kind of the loser in this situation. I would be very sad if I got this out of the 3. Educational computer, definitely cool balance part. I pretty much put it on everything I can put it on because it's just a pretty balanced part. Again, with about the same part slots, you can get the same defense in 1 or 2 of the defenses and the amount of offense that you get in 1 or 2 of the offenses. So it's, it definitely is part efficient, but it's not that much more. So it's good, but if you don't get it, not to be too upset about. The one that I really wish I had on everything is the heavy armor. And that is so tempting to roll just for the heavy armor. But sadly, that's a lot of tokens just to get there. That's 90 tokens just to get a chance, a 1 in 3 chance at getting the heavy armor. And the heavy armor is definitely worth it, but not a 1 in 3 chance. So I'm not doing this step up personally. I didn't do it on the PlayStation either. Then we have the tickets. It's early on the PC, so you kind of don't have a lot of these, so it may be fair enough, but again, that's a big token sink just for that. At least this is a half off on the first step, so maybe you could do a half off. Half offs are always nice. I just now realized this, so I might actually do that. I don't think I've done that on the PC yet. Then we have this limited supply drop of the Dagdoll. If you heard me earlier talk about it on the PlayStation version, where it's the monthly premium suit, Dagdoll is insane. Moon Gundam, I'm pretty sure this is post-buff Moon Gundam, which is also insanely good. And then with the Zaku 4, great suit, but sadly the loser in this situation. And with what, eventually is coming out with the FF Nu, and things like that, there's definitely probably 2 or 3 that are better than it, or 4, but it's still really solid. I still see it perform really well out there, and it got a pretty decent buff recently. The adjustments from the previous... these are just the adjustments, period. Meth is gaining a huge buff this patch, by the way, so if you have been trying to use the Methus Kai, it now feels insanely good. Can recommend trying this on PC now. Okay, we'll just go straight into that then. Okay, here we go. So, full armor Hikakushiki, we'll just go from the bottom up. So, supports. This is mainly just level 2 buffs. We do get a few things with part slots. Pretty good, solid one. I'm not going to cover everything. I'm just going to cover the major stuff here. Mainly, level 2 with slacking. Now, feels pretty good. Again, there's some other 700 supports that you might prefer, but this has always been a solid support suit and can still do work at 700. With these buffs, definitely saw an uptick on it. And again, we got some buffs for the level 1 version and some of the percentage here in heat rates. So level 1 did get a slight buff too. Feels really good. So Methus Kai, I already said, go play it. It's fantastic. It's huge. I've played it at both level 1 and level 2. Level 1 definitely feels better. because you get a little bit more to deal with at level 2. But hey, really good. And yeah, overall, main thing is they went ahead and buffed the Clay Bazooka 2, the sub-weapon, the rapid fire. Mainly, they just added a rapid fire sub-weapon, which is insane, and you can use it while transformed and flying. So yeah, that's just huge. That's I can't explain how amazing that feels on that suit now. You have a whole new weapon to get some nice stuns with, and it pretty much stuns in a 3-round burst, I believe, on just about everything except for a raid, which, you know, support life. Then we have the MLRS. So this is when the flap booster went in. So if you haven't noticed, you can fly on the MLRS or the beam bazooka now. While boosting forward, just hit up like you're going to fly upward in space. And while boosting, you can fly upward. There you go. That's how it works. Then you kind of can just let go and fall, or however you want to do it. You can get some crazy maneuvers off here, shooting, melee combos, different things like that. If you keep boosting, you kind of just hover down slightly type thing. Also, they added some damage and stuff to all levels of the MLRS. Sadly, you know, with heavy attacks, that definitely made the MLRS and the beam bazooka feel a lot worse. But hey, I'll take anything. This was one of my favorite suits. The MLRS was the glory days of the support back in the day. Zaku 3, we have the Zaku 3 Kai getting buffs here. Damage control level 2. Definitely feels a lot better after they put in some of this stuff. I'm trying to remember what the big deal was. I want to say there was something else. Oh, range of damage of the biosensor actually was increased when it's destroyed. I actually did not pay attention to how much that number was, but yeah. You can definitely bonsai harder now. Then we have the GBO2 beam bazooka. I pretty much talked about it. The main things now is the beam, and I didn't notice this went in the other day, but charge time is now 5.5 seconds, 80% heat rate. For the focus, oh, that's the cooldown time, and the focus time is 5.5, and weapon swapping increased. We also have the power increased of the beam saber as well, and the downswing damage got increased. But yeah, the beam bazooka feeling really good. You know, the only downside is that you end up with heavy attacks in your game, and it kind of hurts and feels bad sometimes. But overall, as far as a suit to deal with most things, supports, and generals, it's going to be feeling really good these days. So yeah, I did not know that was in with this patch, and I need to go do it again. Then we got the Kamikaze GM with its buff. It really did not get as much love as it needed. It still feels bad. You still explode. You still fly in, you might kill the support, and then you explode. That's pretty much how that one works. Then we have the Zeta Z2. There we go. Got a massive buff. This thing does insane damage now. Z2 OP. Get out there, especially if you can hit your shots now. That's going to be insane on PC. This thing started clapping in the damage. That one, I wish I could pull the number up right now. But if you go to the PlayStation version, find this patch notes, look at the previous month. It is insane how much the damage went up. Like, yeah, it was cracked. So yeah, Z2 OP now. Zeta Gundam. Now this one, I remember all the Zeta stuff was getting like some kind of like Wave Rider extra attack or something. I mean, it made it a bit better. Main thing is the Zeta wasn't doing as much damage as it needed. You had to really hit your triple downswing combos and stuff. And overall, it's like here, they combo attack compensation, switching time shortened. You know, they tried to buff the melee stuff with it, and it definitely feels better, but I still haven't seen it hitting top of the charts too crazily, except for, you know, the like 3 people that definitely main the suit, and that's it. So I can think of a few right now that I know really like that suit. Then we have the Zeta Zaku head, which, you know, pretty much got the same Wave Rider buffs that the Zeta Gundam actually got and stuff, so pretty nice there. I was actually trying to look for where it was, but they changed the counter motion. Also the beam rifle stagger value accumulation. Is it down here in this? Nope. Oh well. Anyway, wait, does this mean it flies a little longer with the optimizer? Probably. Then we have the Ifrit Schneid. Definitely got a buff. Made it feel actually pretty cracked. A lot of this, though, was for the level 3 and 4, but it actually got some buffs at level 1 with reload time. That one was definitely a pretty solid buff on the Ifrit Schneid. Definitely wanted to try out. Yeah, I saw a lot of uptick in these, and I still see them today because of this buff. Not exactly remembering the full extent of why, But yeah. Oh, I think this right here. Hit detection of these got fixed dramatically. Now you can kind of do the dart thing and destroy people from a distance a whole lot easier now. Zogok, sadly, needing a lot more than this, but it got some love. So yeah, Zogok things. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, quick winners here. Friedschneid, huge winner, Z2. Beam Bazooka, feeling pretty nice. Zaku 3 Kai, feeling okay. MLRS, feeling kind of okay. Still a little bit, still might need a bit more. I mean, that might be my bias and remembering the glory days. Methus Kai, feeling absolutely amazing. And Shiki Kai, feeling really good as always. So yeah, that's it, guys. Let me know in the comments down below anything and everything about this. Again, I'll section this off from PC and PlayStation. I probably should have said that at the beginning. And yeah. Let me know any and all thoughts. Usual stuff in the description. Twitch, Twitter, Discord, TikTok, Instagram. Sorry for this one being late. Also, who else has had the Warzone outside from, you know, Freedom Week and stuff going on? Especially around here, it has been nonstop pretty much since Banner Night. And yeah, there's still booms going on. I don't know if any was heard over the mic while I'm recording this, but yeah, I've definitely heard stuff. Yeah, yeah, that's it for the video. Have a good one. Thanks for watching. I was about to repeat myself on the like, comment, subscribe. Yeah, peace.